Now, let's look at some of the retouching techniques. Of course, because this is just a crash course, so I will not be going through a lot of techniques here. Okay, I will just going through the basic ones. Okay, so first of all, can we open up the files called okay, now let's try this. Okay, clone bicycle. Click open this. Okay, now by looking at the picture, okay, let's say if I want to get rid of this, okay, I'll just highlight for you what I want to get rid of. Okay, this one I don't want. Let me change to 100%. This one I don't want. Okay, this one I also don't want. Okay, and this one I also don't want. Okay, and later I want to remove this as well. You see that? Okay. We'll be trying different techniques to do that. Okay. So they want to look at the handphone and smiling. Okay. Now, how can I revert back? You can just press F12. Okay. So revert back. Okay. Now, first of all, let's look at the tools that you have here. Okay. A very common one, which is your clone stamp tool. You see that? There's a stamp tool. So can we click on this? Click once. Now again, you might want to adjust your brush size. Okay. So I want to clear off this, right? Okay. But when you want to use this tool, you must tell them, you must define an area first. So they know that what is the source that I need to follow you. Okay. But now we have not defined anything, that's why it will not appear. Do you see that? You have this error when you click on it. Okay, so you need to define a source first. So let's click OK. Okay. Now, how do you define it? Okay. If you don't have this panel, can you go to this clone source? Okay. Go to your window and then go to clone source. Okay. Activate this panel. Do you see how many stems you have here? How many stems? 5, right? That means you can remember up to 5 clones. Okay, 5 points. Okay, now let's use the first one. Okay, I'm going to hide this again. Okay, now since I want to cover up or I want to get rid of this, that means my reference should be here. Do you agree? Do you agree or not? Okay, but you have to find one reference that's very similar. One. Secondly, you must be able to join them. Do you get what I mean? Because this is a bit complicated because of the texture here. Okay. Now, let's define a spot first. Okay. Now, let's say I want this as my source of point. Hold down alternate on your options. Click once to pick up this. Okay. I repeat. Once you have picked up a point, you should be able to see the preview. Do you see that? Do a double check. Okay. Now, once you have done that, you can simply move here and then start to clone and let go of the mouse. Okay, I repeat that. Okay, first of all, you need to pick up a clone first. Hold down options, click once, pick up the source, and you move slightly to the right. Okay, and then start to paint them. So you have fixed this. Okay. So just now we have picked up one area, right? Okay. Now I want to pick up another area. You can click on the second stem here. Click once. Okay. Now you can go ahead and pick up the second one, which is here. Okay. And again, I go and slowly paint it. From far, you can't really tell the difference, but if you zoom in, then you will see it. Okay? Able to do the clone step? But it's also okay. Let's say if you only want to use the same source, okay, you can always define again. You can always define the different area if you want to. Okay, so you don't have to use the stem from here as well. Up to you. If you want to remember from different for different area, you can use this. Otherwise, just use one and always define the source again. Okay. So far so good, everyone. Able to do it? But this one, you will notice that sometimes it's not very perfect. Agree? Okay. Now let's try to let Photoshop, so-called AI, try to do it on your own, on their own. Okay. Now, can we again click on your history panel, go back to the first state, which is the original picture. Click here. Okay. Now I become very lazy. I don't want to use clone stem. No problem. Okay. Can we go to this one button called this one? Yeah. Okay. Do you see the patch tool? Okay. Can you click on your patch tool and click once? Now, you will need to mark up the area that you want to get rid of and pull to the area you want to replace. Okay. Now, look closely first how I do it. Activate your patch tool. After that, roughly draw the area that you want to. Okay, I have already highlighted. I want to get rid of this, right? Am I correct? Okay. Put your cursor here, click and drag to the texture you want it to replace and let go. It will try to blend with the surrounded color. Okay, I repeat that. Okay. First of all, use your patch tool and draw a rectangle around your area. Okay, click to the left or right or bottom or whatever. Okay, so long you can replace it and connect it. Okay. Control D, Command D to deselect. So isn't this faster? You agree? Are you sure? Let's say I want to get rid of this window. How? You say this is very fast, right? Okay. Now I highlight the window and now I go and select the other one. Okay. You see it's a bit ugly now. So you cannot anyhow use this. Okay, you need to observe how is your image first. Okay, do again. Now I use this because this is very small. Do you see that? So it will not make much difference. Okay, I highlight this. I remove the 19. And let go. Okay. Same goes to this. Hold down shift. Hold down shift so you can move 90 degrees. Same line. Okay. Otherwise you can let go of shift. But you notice that for this, there's one issue. They will try to blend with the surrounded pixels, which is why your color of the pixel is affected. Do you notice that? Okay, because just now my there's one white square here, right? That's why they also blend with this. Okay. Now, can you try to use the clone stem to duplicate this bicycle over here? Okay, I repeat that. Please use the clone stem tool to duplicate this bicycle to the other side here. Okay. Okay, in order to do this, first of all, you must observe also. Okay, the line here and the line here. Okay, this is one thing. Secondly, try not to use the whole brush to cover the entire bicycle. Okay, you should start from the center, okay, smaller. Then from there, once you've decided, okay, if I were you, I'll pick up from here. Because why? I can join the lines here. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, but of course, the perspective view, can you see it's a bit slanted here? So it will not be very perfect. Okay, now let's try to do it. Okay, I'm going to use your S, which is your stem tool. S for stem. Okay, okay, hold down alternate. I'm going to pick up here. Okay. Now I will join here. You see that? Okay, I'll join here. Click, and then don't let go already. Okay. Slowly. Okay. And then let's say if you mess up any area, right? Okay, don't worry too much because you can always use your history brush. So is this better? Okay. So let's say this part I want to refine a bit more. I will use my history brush, which is your Y. Okay. And I can restore back the pixel. Okay. So far so good, everyone? Okay. Okay, next challenge. Can you remove the signage here? Okay. Can you remove this signage on top here? Remove this. Okay. I need you to remove this, yeah? Okay. You're using this and then you try to move it here. Am I correct? Okay, so far so good lah. Okay, but there's another option which is also able to do that. Okay, now can we just use a rectangular marquee tool? Okay, use your rectangular marquee tool. Make sure the feather is 0 pixel. Okay, draw an area here. Okay, mark up this area. Okay. I mark up this area, yeah. Okay, from here to here. Now, there's one features in the newer versions. You will see this, which is called Content Aware View. Okay, go to Edit, go to Content Aware. Whenever you see the term Content Aware, that means they're trying to act smart, trying to be AI. Okay. Now, click on this. Okay. Can you see instantly they have fixed this for you? It's better than what you have done just now. You see that? You can see the preview. Of course, if you want, you can go and play with the settings. But now, I find that this is satisfying. So can we click OK now? Which one works best? This is even better. Okay, but it's also very scary. Okay. If only they already created these features last time when I was editing the school photos. Okay, for IT school background, it's always very messy one. We need to remove the chair, remove the trash, remove the people walking in the background. Okay, which is why we always use the smudge tool. Okay, we will need to smudge the pixel across so it looks like nothing. Okay. Okay, now let's try the other one, which is your Content Aware Move tool. Okay, for this one, maybe I use another example, then you will see better. Okay, Control O, open up this burning trees. Okay, don't burn the trees, yeah. Okay. Okay, can you open up another image? Okay. Now, remember I was telling you that at point of times you find that this image is a bit too short, okay, not wide enough for me to design. So how you wish the photographer would take a longer or wider angle, right? Okay, but it will not be happening anymore. Okay, so in this case, what we can do is, okay, can we just do a double click first? Okay, over here, do a double click, then click OK. Now, can you see that I've unlocked the flatten layer? Okay, now it becomes a active layer. Okay, now if you use a move tool, okay, if you use a move tool and you shift around, okay, you can see that they are transparent at the background. Okay, so this is what we have known. Okay, now I need to extend a bit more. Okay, I need to extend. So over here can fill up with other trees also. Okay, now can we go to your canvas size, which is Command Option C or Control Alternate C. Okay, so this is how you can change the canvas size. Okay, now I want it to extend to the right here. Okay, here. So can you see the arrow here? Which one should I click? I should click here so that this will be extended. I repeat, okay, I hold down alternate or options to reset the settings. Okay, when I click here, can you see there are extra spacing here? That means this is how it will be expanded. Understand? If I click here, that means this will be expanded. But if I click here, okay, and here, that means the right side and the bottom will be extended. Okay, but now I only want it to happen at only the right side. Okay, so roughly maybe I use 65 cm for example. Okay, or maybe 65. Okay, now let's click OK. You have expanded this. Do you see that? Okay. Okay. Now, if I'm going to extend this, I press Ctrl T, and then what you do is like this. But this one fake one, right? Okay, because it says enlarge only. Okay. So what we can do is let's use a marquee. Okay, rectangular marquee. Highlight. Okay, highlight here. Okay, once you have highlighted this, the shortcut key a bit xiong, Control Alternate Shift C. Okay, or Command Options Shift C. Otherwise, you can remember, just go to your this one, Content Aware Skill. Okay, click here once. Now slowly, you might want to hold down Shift. Put your cursor on the handle here, hold down Shift, and slowly pull to your right. Can you see that it has been extended? Now press enter. Okay, you have cheated your audience. Okay, a bit scary. But this works perfectly when your image is something like this, non-uniform, organic object, like your sand, your beach, your trees, your glass, okay, your grass, and then your sky. Okay, that one no problem. But if it's a building, please don't do it. Okay, because building is very structured, you cannot use this. Okay, so Che Yi is still helping Joy because she can't do it. Okay. But don't be too excited about this. Actually, what they have produced, right, is actually not very sharp one. So it's meant for background. Okay, it's only good for background. Okay. The windows to another location. Okay, that means right now it's actually here, right? Can we shift towards here? That means here will be covered with the bricks. Here you should see the window. Then you say, I need to copy and then need to do retouching. Okay, Now, let's try something what we call the content aware move tool. Okay, highlight your area first. Okay, select your window. Okay. Now, you can just do a right click here. Do you see content aware move tool? Okay, can we click here? Now you might want to hold down shift. Okay, sorry, don't hold down shift. Okay, just click and drag first. Okay, maybe I want to put it here. Although this is AI, but it may not work so perfectly. Okay, I'm trying to avoid the bicycle as well as other elements. Now let go of the mouse, click. Okay. Okay, can you see that it's not so perfect now? Because they will try to find the surrounding pixel to cover up what you have moved. Okay, maybe I find another example because this is not very obvious. Don't have layout. Okay, I revert this. Okay, maybe I can use a signage. Let me revert this. Okay, I'm going to use the content aware move tool to highlight the signage. After that, I'm going to hold down shift, click and drag, okay, and let go. Press enter to confirm your movement. Can you see that I've switched to another location? Okay, I repeat because Cao Xian her face like I don't get you, teacher. Okay. Use the content aware move tool. After that, highlight the area that you want to move away. Okay, this is the one that I want to shift the location, right? Okay. Once you have marked up this, put your cursor inside the selections, click and drag to another positions, and let go of your mouse click and press enter to confirm your transformations. Now they will replace the other pixels. Okay. This one all very interesting. If only they do it, they have it when I was working as a designer in photography company. Okay. So can you see that Photoshop they give you some sort of AI features, which is your content aware move tool. Okay. If you find that this is a bit difficult, you might want to try the smaller item. Let's say for this squarish thing, I want to shift to another locations. Maybe put it here. Press enter. Okay. Very interesting, right? So since you can do that to building like this, you can also do it on the face. Okay, can shift your mode to another location. Okay. So cloning, no problem, okay. Later we'll be going to do the retouching on human face. Okay, so you will be seeing other other techniques also. Okay, if you have done it, you want to close it or save it, up to you. Okay. Now let's do something what we call the red eye. Okay, like last time, if you've taken the photograph at night, okay, you will realize that you'll see the eyes is in red color. Okay, it's because of the flash. Okay, now can we open up this red eye? So can you see that it's a bit scary because their eyes is in red color. Okay, So it's quite easy. You can just do a right click here again. You see red eye. This one. Okay. Click on it. If you want, you can go and play around with the settings here. Okay, but let's see if it's good enough to remove the red eye from here. Okay. Now what you can do here is just simply put your cursor in the center of the eyes where your red eye appears. You can click once, then you'll remove the red color. Okay, click one more time. So you have fixed the red eye color, red eye photograph. Okay. Do you need me to repeat? Don't need lah. This one very easy, right? Okay. But do you guys still have this kind of problem when you take photograph? No more. It means the technology has improved. Okay. Okay, let's close this. Okay, let's see. Okay, now can we open up the human one, which is this one, your retouching man. Okay, open up this. So can you make him look younger later? Okay. Like most of the time when you look at the PVC, right, the actress is always very white and bright and then very skinny lah, whatever. Okay, you can actually change the tone of the skin. Okay, the color. Okay, now first of all, if you notice, right, there's one button. Okay, 1, 2, which is this one over here. Okay, you see this? It's like a lollipop, okay, or your magnifier. Okay, can we click on the dodge tool? Now, this is good for someone who prefer their skin to be whitening. I repeat that, this is meant for whitening. This is meant for tanning. Okay, I go for the beach to tan my skin. Okay, this one to make it neutral, that means no color. Okay, now can we click on dodge tool first? Okay. Okay, again, this one I leave it for you to expose. Okay, let's increase the brush size. Okay. I want to make it a bit darker. A bit wider. Okay. So just gradually. Okay. But don't overdo it because it will be very thick. Okay. So free whitening. Okay. Now this is for the guys. Okay. Let's say I want it to be a bit manly. Okay. I burn the skin. Okay. Change to burn tool. Okay. Again, you might want to apply. Okay. So this guy went for tanning. Okay. But can you see that so far we are messing with the original layer? Do you think this is safe? Which is why if you are going to do retouching, make sure you always create another layer. Okay? Which is your control Z. Okay, what about the other one, which is your sponge tool? Can we, but this one is not a very good example because it's all like black and white, okay? So you can't really see the difference. Okay, let me try. Okay, I can try here. So sorry, uncle. Can you see the difference now? Has become grayscale. Why? Because I was using the sponge tool. That means they neutralize the color, no color. Okay? Whenever I teach this topic, everyone will start laughing. Okay? And they'll start to get excited. Okay, I want to be fair to this uncle, so poor thing. So let's revert. Okay. Okay, so just now is for you to change the color tone. There's another tool for you to blur or sharpen the tools. Okay, you can even smudge. Okay, smudge later I'll show you. Now let's try the sharpen first. Okay, most of the time you'll find that certain area of your images, okay, they may not be very sharp. So if you want, okay, let's say for eyes, I want to make it very sharp. So I will increase the brush size and starting to make it sharpen. Can you see that? But compare with the natural one, do you see this is a bit fake now? Okay. This is still natural. Okay. But whenever you look at a magazine or the TVC, right, this is what they have done. So don't be so envy of those actress or actor, like how good is their complexions, how well their skin maintenance, all this. It's all fake one. Okay? Maybe some not fake but with the effect something like this, okay, it still look very fake. Okay, and then I don't want to see so many wrinkles. I'm going to make him look younger. Okay. Probably, okay, maybe I can try blur first. Okay, I'm going to use blur. I'm going to do this, but this is not very good. Okay, so which is why you have another tool, what we call as your healing brush over here. Do you see that? Healing brush tool. Okay, this one is a bit smarter because they will look at the area to be touched up and they will blend nicely for you. Okay. Click on the healing brush tool. Now just need to do, okay, can you see how I do it first? Okay, I'll just click here. Okay, sorry. Okay, I need to refine a point first. That means maybe I want it to be smooth like this. I refine a area first. Now I'll go to refine this. Yeah, too much already. Okay. Can you see that? Okay. Otherwise, if this is not very good, okay, you can also use what we call spot healing brush. This one is something like AI. Okay, I click on this. Now I don't even need to define a spot. What I need to do is just click to cover up what you want to cover and let go. Okay, I repeat, let's say I don't want this wrinkle. I'll just cover up here, click and drag. Okay, and then let go. You see that? It has been disappeared. Okay, but don't be greedy. You want to do one shot. Wow, the entire wrinkles I want to remove cannot. Okay, because it's trying to pick up the similar pixel and also the surrounded pixel. Okay, so if you want, you need to do it gradually. Okay? Slowly, this. Okay. So now you understand why wedding photo is always very nice. No wrinkle, no nothing. Okay, and don't be so excited. Click on clicking it. Your computer will hang after all. Okay, do it slowly. Okay, you can even use the clone stamp tool. Okay, I'm just going to show you a bit more, then you can try. Okay, let's say I use the clone stamp tool. Okay, I'm going to pick up the very fine and smooth area first and click here once. Now all I need to do is, my opacity, I better use 30. Okay. Then slowly I'm covering up the wrinkles. Do you see that? This is the very traditional method how you do retouching. I repeat, okay, use your clone stamp tool, okay, and then pick up an area where it's very smooth, okay, and slowly change your opacity to 30 or 20, up to you. Okay, can you see that? here ugly. Why got dirt one? Clean for you, uncle. Okay, clean. See that? Okay. But whatever technique you are using, please don't overdo it. Otherwise, it will be very weird. Okay, you still that's why for retouching, right? Yes, there are a lot of things can be done, but you still need to make it look realistic. Okay. Jonathan, you continue with your assignment first. Okay. Okay, one more tool, but this one I will be using the Lily one, okay, which is this one. Okay. Remember we saved this just now? Okay. For your smudge tool, is something like watercolor. Okay, have you all used, I think all of us should have done that before, right? Watercolor painting. Okay, now this tool is actually what we call the smudge tool. Okay, but where is it? Over here, smudge tool. Okay, this one, maybe you need to use it or maybe you don't have to use it. Okay, but like what I mentioned just now for ITE photograph, because we need to clear away the background, so we will have to use smudge tool. Okay, now it's something like you are smudging the pixel. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to use a smudge tool. Okay, and also you can look at the settings here. Now let's try to do this. Can you see that I'm trying to smudge it? Okay. See that? So you can create something very interesting by using this kind of smudging effects. Okay. If you do illustrations or color painting, you should know this kind of technique also. Okay, using your smudge tool. But whatever you smudge, right, you'll become a bit blurred. Do you notice that? So this is your smudge tool. Okay, this one done. Okay, blur and sharpen filters. Okay, let me show you. Okay, go back to the uncle. Just now what we have done is actually selectively you go and make it brighter, darker, make it sharpen or make it blur. But if you want to apply to the entire image, okay, let's Control J first, Command J, duplicate the layer. Okay. You can even go to filter here. Do you see there's one blur filter? Okay. So if I'm lazy, okay, I can actually use this method, what we call Gaussian blur. Do you see that? I repeat, go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Okay. Because I want to smooth his skin. Okay, can we click this? But then you will say, Justin, like that really blur. But no worries, because we already have the original picture one. Okay. Now, can you see the difference? When I move it, it's very sharp. That means this is the original pixel. But after when I let go, this is the result. Okay, if you apply this blur filter. Okay, now let's say if I click OK now, okay, you can turn on and off. So it's a bit blur. You notice that? Okay, but do you also notice that my skin is very smooth now? Do you notice that? Okay. So for magazine, normally they will use these effects also. But of course, they will do more than this, and then to make it look more realistic. Okay. And then, okay, for this one, okay, let's duplicate another layer. This one is just to blur it. Okay, this is to blur it. I'm going to place below here. Okay, so this is a sharp image. Yeah, sorry, the blur should be on top. Okay, blur should be on top. Okay, can you change the normal to maybe screen? Change the blending to screen. Now you straight away you have a free whitening fee. Okay. Click on your screen, but this is a bit too bright. Do you notice that? So you can lower down the opacity, okay, to make it more realistic. Can you see that instantly my skin has become very smooth? Just because of the blur filter. Okay, compared to just now, this is before, after, before, after. Okay, but then for human, normally you will have some texture, right? On your skin, you will have some textures. So on the blur layer, we will need to go to filter. Do you see noise? You can add some noise. Okay, add some noise on the blur layer to make it look more realistic. Okay, so you have some patches. You can use caution also if you want. Monochromatic. Now it's a bit more uniform. Click OK now. So not so figurative. Okay, so by adding the noise, it will improve how it looks like. And then with the Huawei or whatever phone, okay, you are using currently, you also notice that there's one features which is quite good. If you do photography, you should have done this before, which is the macro. Okay, do you all know what is the macro? Okay, you can actually create something like very focused on the front object, whereby the background is actually blurred. Okay, so we are going to apply the filter. Can we go to filter? Go to, okay, but before that, please group these two. Highlight these two and group them. And go to filter. Okay. Now, do you notice that when it's grouped, you are not able to do filtering? Do you notice that? So your filtering is meant for individual layer. But if you want, you can convert this entire group to what we call a smart filter. It's also same like your smart object. Okay, click here once. Click OK. Can you see that I have this smart object? Remember this one? Okay. Okay, now let's go to filter. Okay, go to blur. Okay, now let's try. Okay, they have this one. Okay, blur gallery. Now it's impossible for me to show you all the effects here, the filter. So when you are free, go and explore different types of filters. Okay, can we go to fill blur? Okay, go to filter and then blur gallery, fill blur. Okay, click once. Sorry. Okay. So if you want, okay, you can let's say this is one. Okay. Let me cancel first. It should be also forgotten which one already. Ah, this one, sorry. Iris blur. Okay, iris blur. Can you see that there's a so-called a circle here? You can actually control, okay, whereby if you want, okay, let's say I want the face to be sharp, right? Okay, I will reduce this, and the rest of it will become blur. So this is my main subject. You can change the blur. Okay, can you see that? So next time, if your photograph is not very well taken, you can come to Photoshop and enhance it. But then it's cheating people lah. Okay, people professional one shot can already. Okay, you can change the blurriness here. You see that? Okay. This one a bit fake, okay? But it's still good to rescue your photograph. So let's say if I click OK now, so instantly you have created something like this. They don't have this filter in the older version. So we will need to manually use your layer mask, and then we do one by one. Okay, but now they have this filter, everything is there. Okay. Actually, this is the photography blur filter. This is the one. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now, more or less, we are done for this. Okay. We will look at the other technique of retouching. Yeah, there's one more thing. It's your liquify. Okay. This one also very interesting. You can make your eyes bigger, make your chins smaller. Okay. Now, can we go to filter again? And then, okay, do you see liquify? Okay, go to filter and liquify. By right, they should be able to detect the face too. Okay, do you see that? So this is meant for portrait. Okay, that means you have a big face. Okay, because if you use a smaller face, they cannot detect the facial. Okay. Now, can we just click on the face tool here? Do you see that? Now, how do you know it's able to detect? When you move mouse over here, do you see all these lines? Okay, if you see them, that means your liquify able to pick up the area already. Okay, so let's say this is the eyes. I will just click here once, and I can actually increase the eyes. Okay, make it bigger. Let me zoom in for you. You see that? Okay, this one a bit scary. Well, I can change the eyes. Okay, so you don't have to go for what surgery, plastic surgery. You can actually use it here. Okay. Okay, the other side, make it bigger. Click and drag it. Okay. So suddenly becomes so big in the eyes. It's very weird. Okay. And after that, okay, I want to look like Angmo. Okay. So let's change the nose. Okay. Click and make it sharpen, or you can make it higher. Okay. The features is very well. Okay, you can also change your lips. Okay, make it thinner, bigger, wider. Okay. Okay, now is for ladies who don't like the double chin. Okay, can reduce from here. You see that? Okay, put your cursor here, reduce it. Okay, if you want to make him fatter, click here and pull out. Okay. So poor thing, this guy. Sorry, uncle. Okay. Okay, click OK. Now for me, it's still okay. You know why? Because currently this layer has been converted as a smart filter. You see that? That means at any point of time I find that so sorry for the uncle, I should revert back to the normal one. I can just uncheck the eyes, then you will revert back to the normal face. Okay? Can you see before and after? Alien, this is alien. Okay? So this is your liquefy. Okay. Let's double click on the liquefy again. Sorry. Oh yeah, when you're doing this kind of retouching, right, better after a while, please save your file because it tends to crash your computer after a while. Okay, can you see that there are a lot of processing going on? Okay. Okay, now let's try the other one. Forwards. Now, can we try to explore different tools here? Okay, I'm going to start from the first one. Okay, so if I'm not happy with the face, okay, too bad, uncle. Oh, okay. Okay, so now got special eyes. Okay. Okay, and this one is good because you can sort of like slim down your cheeks. Okay, click here. Oh, sorry, this one. Okay, this is the pucker tool. Okay, I squeeze them a bit. Can you see that now the chin is not so big? Okay, can use this also to blow the eyes. Okay, make it bigger. Okay. So that's also how you see the slimming firm, right? They always show you the before and after. So this is what they do lah. Okay. Normally they will take with the entire figure, right? Okay, so you can see the postures. Okay, so actually the before and after is the same, just that the after they go and use Photoshop to do it. Okay, so have fun with this. You can explore more when you go home. Okay, you can try it with different photograph, try it with different techniques. Okay. But don't be mean to your friends, yeah. Okay, if you want to experience, use your own face first. Okay, let's click cancel. Okay, I'm going to close this. Don't save. If you want to save, you can save. Okay, I'm not saving it. Okay, more or less we are done. Just a few more things. Okay, let's open up something called vanishing point. This one. Okay. Open up this. So this is your pictures. Okay, like somehow I show you how I so-called retouch the Fullerton hotels, right? Okay, you'll notice that for building, most of the time you will have perspective view. Okay, so in this case, let's say if I need to extend this upwards, okay, that means now I want to extend the height of the building. Okay, so I want it to be here. Okay, can you see that? Because currently it's only up till here. I need to extend it so it becomes a bit taller, this building. Okay, again, cheap people again. Okay. Now, can we go to your vanishing point, which is, go to filter again, and you see vanishing point? Okay, this one quite interesting and not very difficult. Okay, go to filter, vanishing point, click on it. Okay, now, when you have activated the vanishing point, you will be seeing this window, okay, from filter, vanishing point. Okay, now, we will need to draw out the perspective first. Okay, so first of all, can we click on the corner of your building? Click once, and click the other corner again. And this one you have to imagine a bit. Okay, click out of the canvas. Click. So you have created one vanishing point. Do you need me to repeat this, or you are ready to go home? Okay, I repeat this okay. Okay, now first of all, click on your vanishing point and draw 4 corners first. 1, 2. If you draw wrongly, just press backspace. Okay, click one more time here. Control or Command minus to reduce the pictures. Okay, make it smaller. And then, okay, so you have one plan already. This is one angle. So far, all okay. Now, can you carry on to draw another side, which is this part? Okay. So again, I'm going to zoom in. Okay. 1 corner, 2 corner. Okay. Size again. Zoom out. Click here and make it smaller. So can you see that how many perspectives I have drawn? 2. Okay, I have 2 perspectives now. Okay. So as you drag and extend it, can you see it's going upwards at the correct perspective? You see that? Okay. So let's extend it. Okay, you can still move your perspective. Okay. Okay. So I have extended. So I'm going to use the clone tool within this. Okay. Now click on the clone stamp tool. Click once. Okay. Click here. Okay. Make sure you have extended, otherwise it won't work. Okay. Now again, hold down your alternate to pick up your source. Okay. I'm going to click choose from here. Now, once you have defined a spot, you should see this. Okay, you have it. Okay. Now what you need to do is just try your best to continue it, and Okay. Maybe I start from below. Okay. When it's about to end, then I will need to re-pick again. Can you see that I can actually create something like this now? So if you are patient enough, go home and try to complete this. Okay? Because just now when we learned the clone stamp tool, right, it's actually just one angle only. But when you use vanishing point, okay, they are able to detect where is your perspective. Okay, so when you do the cloning, they will do it exactly to the directions you have created. So far so good. Okay. Now, I'm going to cancel this, okay, because I have no time to complete it. Okay, if you want, can do it at home. Next one will be your perspective warp. Okay, just now we learned how to use the warping. Remember that? Okay, you can sort of like pinch the pixel. Okay, but now this is also perspective warping. Okay. Now, can we go to edit? Do you see perspective? Okay, before that, please Ctrl J first. Okay, to create another layer. Go to edit and go to your perspective. This one. Okay, perspective warp. Okay, click on it. Okay, now same like your vanishing point, you need to define where is your perspective. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to click. Sorry. Okay, but the difference is for this one, they have already created 4 corners for you. Do you notice that? Okay, so can we shift the corner to our building? Okay. Okay, this is one. Okay, so one is done. You can add on by clicking another corner. Okay, you have added another perspective. Now, same thing, let's adjust the corner to match our building. So far so good. Okay, so once you have done that, sorry. Okay, now let's click on the warping here. Okay, just now was preparing the layout. Okay, now click on the warping. Okay, over here. Now you can actually manipulate. Okay, you can change something like this. You see that? Okay, I can change the angle. It's a bit scary, Okay, I have twisted the entire world. You see that? Okay, press enter now. So you have warped your picture. But because it's warping, which in the morning I've told you, can you see the pixel is not clear? It's sort of like distorted and destroy already the quality. Okay, so a bit scary, right? From original like this, suddenly become like this. Okay, so this is your perspective warp. And what else? Okay, your filter gallery. Here's actually a quick one for this one. Can we go to filter and you see filter gallery? Okay, click once. So over here, some of it is actually quite useful, the presets, because let's say if you want to create something like oil painting, watercolor, okay, you can actually use something like this, what we call artistics. You see that? You have your poster images. You also have something like under painting, watercolor. Okay, so instantly you can change your look and feel. You can also stack up with another filter. See that? So this is also like something like a filter in your IG or some effects from your apps. So far so good. The photo merging, which is on your page, you don't know what, 17. Wait, I also forgot which page. Your photo merging is meant for like, okay, let's say if you are taking 360 degrees photograph, okay, like some virtual room, right? Okay, you can snap from here all the way to here, okay. Then you can use a photo merge to stitch them, okay. How come it's not in the book? Can you help me find? Don't have that. Anyway, doesn't matter. Okay. I just show you some of the. Okay, this one I will not be going through with you. Okay, because the result will be different. Normally, okay. So, for example, you are taking something like this. Of course, you cannot take one shot like this. Let's say if you are using your handphone, it's a bit limited, right? So, what you can do is, let's say you can take the first portion, then you spin a bit, okay, move to the right, you take another portion, so on and so forth, okay. But later on, they will be all single images, right? So you can use a photo merge to merge as what you see now, okay. Anyone able to find which page? So funny, how come it's not inside here? 178. 177. Okay, 177. So these are the options that you will be seeing. Okay, I've tried to use this before. Some is reliable, but some not very reliable because this is also AI. Okay, but it's also depending on how well you take the photograph. Okay, let's say if you take this, okay, the first image is like this, but then when it comes to second image, you accidentally lower down a bit. Then it's very difficult for them to combine together. Okay, so you see, how come this one is like, and in the middle you see a blur line. Okay, so which is why normally for like I work in an agency before, when we help the customer to take their real estate, okay, because they want to showcase their room, right? Okay, our photographer have to use a tripod to ensure the height is equal. Okay, then slowly they will take. After that, we will use this to merge. Okay, but there are better software to do this also, which is why for us we don't really use this. Okay, so with that, can you all dismiss me to go home to rest? Okay, any questions? Or you all just want to go home